a local nonprofit agency, exists to eliminate animal suffering and to engage the entire community in the welfare and well-being of animals. Recent adoption specials and animal food assistant programs are some of the things we're going to cover next on Polk Place. That was pretty good, right? Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and as usual, the cool thing about being the producer of the show is sometimes I get to pick the shows that I host, and I always like to host with the aminals. And this one's the name?
Godiva.
Godiva. This is Godiva. Lady Godiva. I'm practicing my French. I shall name her Il Chat Noir. Joining us in studio is Shelley Thayer. She's the SPCA Executive Director. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
And also joining us is Diane Marwani. She's the SPCA Program Supervisor. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, so we got a lot of things to talk about. I'm definitely digging the cat, but I'm going to trade the cat in a little while. But a lot of good things going on at SPCA. We had the Clear the Shelter event a couple weeks ago. So how did that go?
That went great. It was just as much as we had a lot of people there, what we expected to have, and we discounted our animals. We had 84 go out the door. Of that, 33 were little kittens, like this little girl here, and then we had our large dogs, which is always, always wonderful to see go out the door, as well as our medium and small size dogs, and some cats and kittens.
So now suddenly on Facebook, you know the strange thing? After people see these tapings, take a guess who they think I work for.
I hope for us.
Yeah, yeah. And they're like, hey, I've gotten 2 calls and private messages saying, hey, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this. So I will give you the list when we finish with this. But anything we can do to help these animals get homes is very important to us. And as we said, the Clear the Shelter was a little bit of a success for you, and
but not everybody got adopted.
Yeah,
you know, so we didn't really clear the shelters, and little girls like this that were black got left behind. So we had 38 cats and kittens left behind because they were black, or black and white. And
I'm telling you, man, whoever gets her is getting a lover. She is adorable.
She's probably
purring. After doing these tapings with you guys for I don't know how long, I just discovered something. That red means you're getting a little girl, and blue means you're getting a little boy, whether it's a puppy or a kitten.
Right, exactly. Wow. That's how we recognize right away what they are. If somebody's looking for a little boy or a little girl, they always come in with something in mind. Not always do they walk out with the same thing that they thought they were going to get, because lots of times, as we always say, the animals choose their new owners, their family. And
that's the cool thing about going into the cats. You know, the day I got Mooney from you guys, we were waiting for some stuff to go on. I just went in and played with the cats, man. And some of them were very friendly, and other ones were very
cat-like.
Yeah, very cat. Yeah.
Well said.
Saw this thing the other day. You know, it was National Dog Day not too long ago, and everyone posted pictures of their dogs. And somebody came along and said, "Hey, why didn't they have a National Cat Day?" Because 364 days out of the year is Cat Day. You know, have you got one?
Some cat told you that, right?
Exactly. So why do you think there's such a stigma with the black animal or the black cats being adopted?
I think, you know, that goes back to the old times of Salem witchcraft and all of that, but which is just a bunch of bunk. And you know, in other countries they're revered, and as Japan, I believe, loves black cats. And but I think it's because when you photograph them, it's harder sometimes to get the personality coming through with the black face. It doesn't always show where the nose is and everything. And that was, of course, you know, in rescue, it's hard to identify them sometimes because they're black. And depending on how the shadows run when you take a photo, it's hard to tell. So I'm not sure, but I always feel badly for the black cats because they never get in trouble. They're the perfect little kids. They it's not like the calicos or the other ones that might have a little attitude, and I don't mean to call out calicos because I love calicos, but they always talk about tortoise and tortitude and so forth. But the black cats are always the one with the little halo over their head, staying out of mischief but out of trouble, and they're adorable.
I got to tell you, man, I've been doing these interviews for, I'm going back to probably 1986. And the most important thing that you got to do when doing an interview, maintain eye contact with the person you're talking to. And I just can't do it. Anytime you bring animals in, I'm like, hey, how are you? No, oh, wait a minute, conversation going on over here.
You have a way with these animals. You always do.
This one is just adorable. I'm telling you, man, whoever gets this one.
Yeah,
and he's getting ready. He's getting ready to be a celebrity of sorts, right?
Well,
after you leave here.
Yeah, she's headed to Orlando. She's going to be in the Orlando Cat Cafe, and she'll be available down there. It's a wonderful cafe, and they're a partner of ours, and they do a great job of finding loving homes for these animals. So she's really excited. She's going to have a big playroom, lots of kitten toys to play with, and other kittens to play with down there.
Well, as we said, you had several of the black and white ones left, and you guys are running a special on that.
We are.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're saying anything in black, anything that has any black on them. So it could be a tortoise shell that has a little black on them, or any cat or kitten who has any type of black on their fur is $20, and that is really a great deal because a microchip alone can cost $20, and these are precious little wonderful animals, and they're $20 to try to find them a home so we can make room to bring more in. So it's really important that people come in and say hello to these wonderful, wonderful black kitties. So
well,
very excited.
I want to talk to you guys about two things. The most important thing that you do not only is finding new animals, forever homes, but animals that have homes, keeping them in that home. And you guys have two programs between the Animals and the Food Assistance Program. Let's talk a little bit about those and what exactly those are.
Diane.
Animals is for elderly people or handicapped people who are unable to go out to food programs, for example, at local churches or other organizations. So the food comes to them, Meals on Wheels.
Vista.
Yeah, Vista, Mid-Florida Community Services. So basically what we do is we provide food for those people's animals. Our program is called Animals, and we have a wonderful team of volunteers who twice a month they pack up food according to the information that we're given on each client, and then a second team of volunteers delivers that food.
Now I wanted you to talk, because personally I got involved with it and when I got Mooney, but the most important thing is keeping that animal in the home.
Correct.
And when it's an older person, I got Mooney through you, and unfortunately his owner passed, and there was that transition where the animal was, he wasn't sure if he dug me or not, but talk about the importance of keeping that animal in its forever home, because not only, as I like to say, I didn't save Mooney, Mooney saved me. Talk about the importance of that animal in the home, and of course, with it being having an older companion, what that friendship means to that person.
I have one client in particular who comes immediately to mind when asked that question, and I truly believe he has a little Chihuahua. Okay, I truly believe that his dog is keeping him alive. It is so important for these animals to stay in the homes. Oftentimes, especially for the elderly, they've lost their spouse. They might not have a lot of family left. That animal, that interaction that happens on a day-to-day basis with that animal is a bond that is just incredible. And without that, sometimes
there's
the
no
will
reason
live.
to get up in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And everybody knows when you're on a fixed income, it's hard enough to feed yourself, let alone an animal.
Yeah.
And you guys help out there with the Animals. Now, talk to me a little bit about the Food Assistance Program. How does that work?
Well, it's the Supplemental Food Assistance Program, okay? We provide help for people who may have come upon hard times. So they call us to apply for the program. We initially give them 12 visits, okay, and since the program is monthly, it's the last Sunday of every month from 2 to 4 p.m. They come 12 visits, okay, and a lot of people just use it when they need it. We have some clients who might not come every month, but it just provides a welcome break, because as you mentioned, sometimes it is the difference between whether that human eats. Because in a lot of situations, that person will give up something or sacrifice so that their pet can eat, you know, and be well taken care of. We also offer them low-cost spay-neuter services. So for people who are on public assistance, we do have grant funding where the copay is $25. So, you know, that helps also. It is a requirement of the program that the pets be spayed and neutered. So we will help, you know, because that is our mission. So.
Well, one thing that we want to talk about, we've introduced Mystic Pizza, as you call it. That's another name, right? You know, it's Lady
Group.
Godiva.
Yeah, food group. There you go. Chocolate.
One thing we talk about, we've introduced the kitten. You've got a dog over there. You were in the building 30 seconds. We made the joke. I'm like, you know, we need a PA system so when folks that bring in animals, we just get on, because all of us come running, man.
You do.
It's like, you know, kindergarten, and at like 1:45 they yell snack time.
Yeah.
Everybody's come running, man. Everybody's like, I'm there, right there. You guys brought in the cat, brought in the dog. And he is a publicity hound, which is brilliant. I don't know where you guys got that from. I love it. Talk to me a little bit about what a publicity hound does.
Our publicity hounds go to events, whether they're requested from outside organizations or it's an SPCA event, and they wear these little cute, snazzy little vests, and they circulate throughout the crowd. We'll talk about SPCA events that may be coming up, specials that we may have in adoptions, just to get the word out about our organization.
I don't know. Do me a favor. Kind of hold him up so they can get a close-up.
Can he do his little up thing?
And tell me, tell the people how old this dog is, because I thought it was a puppy. Nice.
Good girl.
Cute.
This dog is 12, almost 13 years old.
This is our little one, right? Because you also have a Great Dane in the program.
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
I have a Great
Why don't you guys bring Great Danes in?
And a Bloodhound in the program.
Yeah, we worked with the prison not too long ago, and they have a baby Bloodhound. They have a full-grown. I have never fallen in love with a dog so much in my life as the baby Bloodhounds, man. Especially when they get on the trail.
Yeah.
They are so happy to let out that yell.
Great personality.
Yeah.
Wonderful personality.
And the cool thing about the publicity hound there, that is the softest thing ever. Everybody's like, is that a rabbit?
She's a chia pet.
You said what, first 2 years of her life she was bald?
Yeah. Well, okay, not bald, but she had very fine, thin coat of hair. And we actually thought something was wrong with her, so, you know, we had testing done and everything. She's fit as a fiddle. And then at age 2, she just went poof.
Yeah. So
yeah, she got all this luxurious bunny fur.
So what does it take to be a publicity hound? And do the publicity hounds belong to you guys? Do they belong to others? How does that program work now?
Yeah, well, you have two options. You can enroll your own dog in the publicity hound program, or you can use one of our shelter dogs if you would like to participate, but you do not have a dog of your own. Okay. Sometimes it's preferable that the dog be owned because they do go through temperament testing just to make sure that they're able to circulate throughout crowds and in different situations. We also need up-to-date vet records just to make sure that they have all their vaccines in place.
Shelley, since coming to SPCA, you took on a healthy challenge and a noble challenge at that, and making sure that no animals were put down. Talk to me a little bit about how that's going, and really the community that's kind of helping you try and reach that goal.
Absolutely. We have so many people involved. We've really reached out to everyone this year to try to make a difference. Our numbers are just incredible. As we see this storm coming in, you know, it makes me think of Hurricane Katrina and everything that we've done in the past, and that so every day is an emergency here in Polk County, where we have hundreds of animals coming into Polk County Animal Control. So our mission is to help them, and we've got everybody involved. The Humane Society of Polk County is involved. Animal Control, of course, is doing everything that they can. We have our off-sites that are helping us, like Orlando Cat Cafe and PetSmart and Petco and so forth, and those are helping us. And so even our local veterinarians. So in this past 2 months' time, our veterinarians have helped us spay and neuter over 80 kittens because we couldn't keep up with the demand. So everyone is working together, and this is what it's going to take to make a difference here for the animals in Polk County, which really are our responsibility. And little guys like this would not survive if we didn't all help.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it, you guys got this special going on, Black Felines.
Yes.
Retouch on that again?
Yes, any cat or kitten wearing any kind of black on their fur is only $20. And for the kittens, if you're really interested in a kitten, you might as well get 2 for $40. You know, that's they love to have a companion and so forth, except for this one that just wants you.
Yeah.
But other than that, they really do well together to have 2. And this is the right time to have 2 because the price is really low.
This is...
I think she said love.
have no... That's crazy. What are you doing?
I said they picked their owner, right?
Yeah.
I think
this one's going, I really don't want to make the roadie to Orlando.
Yeah.
I know he's got a Maine Coon cat at home. I think he'd definitely dig that.
But this is what I'm talking about. These black kittens and cats, they're just so sweet. They're so sweet. And I think she's found a friend.
You're such an adorable one. Nice. Well, Shelley, Diane, I really appreciate you guys coming in. I don't know if you're going to get this one back.
She's in love, that's for sure.
As usual, always a pleasure. And like I said, not only from my standpoint, but what you guys really do for the employees here, that little 5-minute break with whoever you bring in is just, we really appreciate what you guys do and want to get behind everything that you do and support you in any way. So
thank you.
The couch is all y'all's, all right?
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We need all the support we can get.
Yeah, come back and see me soon. And bring puppies. Hey, listen, you got to promise me. You got to bring that Great Dane in, man.
Oh, okay.
Because I will put him in the chair with me.
You might be sitting on his lap.
Yeah, exactly.
He's pretty big.
All right, well, come back and see me, all right?
Thank you.
All right. You know, in July of 2013, SPCA Florida began offering food for animals of qualifying residents who face financial challenges. Annie Meals and the Food Assistance Program. SPCA Florida's Annie Meals program distributes more than 14,000 pounds of food to animals of elderly and homebound families each year. Partnering with Meals on Wheels of Polk County, Mid-Florida Community Services, and Vista, Annie Meals serves 70-plus clients and 150-plus animals. Food assistance is also given to clients for their pets who provide valid proof of government assistance in the form of food stamps, WIC, disability, or SSI. Now, if you need more information on their programs, give them a call, 863-577-4608, or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.com.